Hey Geeks, welcome back to the Geeksider Show. Tonight we're reviewing KILLJOYS Season 3, Episode 1, titled Boondoggie.
If you haven't seen this episode yet and you want to avoid any spoilers, you're going to want to skip this video and come back later because everything we say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler.
Okay, one of the things I was most looking forward about in this premiere is seeing Johnny with Clara, who he left with at the end of this season, or at the end of last season. This season opens up and Clara is missing, and I'm really kind of irritated about it.
Yeah, a little bit, but like...
I like this new character.
Yeah, but she had a good reason,
yeah.
And I like that he comes across Ollie. She gave him the explanation that she had to leave him because the hack mods aren't going to talk to her when she's hanging with the basic.
Yeah. So speaking of that, Johnny got him on.
Yeah.
And it's like a
little finger
lightsaber,
laser.
little
Yes.
lightsaber on the end of his finger.
It's awesome.
And I was curious when he got that. Okay, how is that going to be of use?
Like, how practical is that going to be, really? I mean, it's cool, but how practical?
I mean, like, is he going to be in a fight and be like, I mean, I guess you could.
Yeah.
But then when like the Two-Face guy, the guy with the mask, comes and Johnny, blows one of his faces off and then uses the finger lightsaber as a scalpel to cut the second face off. That was really cool. I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that. Because at first I was a little skeptical. It was really cool looking, but I was skeptical. Skeptical about the usage.
Yeah, and then Dutch's group used a similar laser to cut open a hole in their glass enclosure. It wasn't a finger mod, but it was but it was a similar laser as to his. So I'm like, oh, he might be able to do that too. Yeah. So like, it does look like it's gonna have some practical uses.
So speaking of Dutch, you mentioned Dutch. She and her gang, they intentionally get caught by the Hullen, and I don't know why I didn't realize that was on purpose the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
should have known.
We really should have.
I didn't catch on until they started peeling off like the skin and getting their different instruments out. I'm like, that's freaking cool. Yeah. Like I thought that was really. I'm gonna watch this episode again.
I knew they'd get out of it, but yeah, when they started peeling off, I'm like. They're like prepared for this, and even after that, I still didn't catch it until she's like, "Oh, we're the monsters," or "I'm the monster," and I'm like, "Oh, they did this on purpose."
And then she decapitates the one Hullen lady with a
chair.
Was it a stool or a chair?
Well,
I don't remember. It was
whatever.
They're both chairs.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're both chairs.
So that was really cool and just epic. Yeah. I mean, Dutch always has these really cool fight scenes.
Yeah.
And then like in the very beginning, the episode started off really fast.
Yeah.
Where she's hunting down a Hullen again, and like she has like the security drone, and she's staring down the security drone, and the guy who's like watching the monitor is like, what is she trying to say? Like. And then Davin comes up behind him.
Like, you first, bitch.
Yeah, so that I thought was... It started really fast, had a little bit of a lull in the middle.
Yeah, lull in the middle, and then it got picked up again, and that's awesome, because it, like, hooks you.
Yeah. And I love this new character, Ollie. I think she's great.
I love Ollie.
Think she definitely has feelings for Johnny,
yeah.
which bodes ill for her because every woman who is interested in Johnny dies except for Dutch.
And now Johnny's realized it.
Yeah.
When she had this, whispers in the dark story, and she turned off the light on her arm, off Alice.
Yeah.
And he said, like, everybody who gets close to me leaves. And I think he's realizing that everybody who gets close to him dies.
Yeah.
I think he's realizing that, so it's not something that just we're noticing. He actually is noticing it now too.
So this isn't just something that they write into the show and it's just a thing they do. No, this actually has a purpose for Johnny's character. It's beginning to have a huge effect on it.
Yeah, which could make, even if he does like Ollie, it could keep him distanced from Ollie.
As far as like a ship with Johnny, I like Clara.
Yeah.
Better than Ollie. I like Ollie as a character.
I'm not sure that Ollie has like romantic interest in him though. I think she just wants somewhere to belong. So I think that's what her interest is. I think she just wants to belong. I think she just wants to tag along with him.
Yeah. So even though Johnny and Dutch have split up, they're still communicating. They send holographic messages to each other, and I love. I mean, the way it was executed. Like they watch them over and over again. Like they really miss each other.
Dutch has watched hers so many times that she's having a conversation with him as if it was in real time. Because at first that's what I thought, was that it was in real time, and then she replayed it, and I was like, no, she's just watched it so many times. She's now pretending like they're having a conversation. Like, oh, so sweet.
Just the bond that Dutch and Johnny have, and there's no romance there. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's brother and sister. Like that's the vibe I get from them.
Yeah, and Johnny says in his hologram, you know, basically you're the priority. If you need my help, just call and I'll come running. And she's like, you know, I can't do that. And I think something's going to happen to where she really needs his help.
Yeah.
And she's going to have to call for help, and he's going to come running. And I think that's probably where Ollie's demise, if she dies, that's where that's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's my little prediction. All right, I think that's all we have for this video. Pretty strong start to Season 3. I think it could have started a little stronger, but I'm happy with the episode. I just wish Clara was there. That's not
I want Clara back.
Because she's played by Stephanie Leonidas, who was Erissa in Defiance.
Yeah.
And she's awesome.
Yes.
And so I hope Clara shows up sooner rather than later. All right, what did you think of the Season 3 premiere of KILLJOYS? Let us know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this video, you can tell us by dropping a like on it and subscribe if you haven't already.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.